Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I'm here to give a review and walkthrough of a new deck that I have picked up by Collette Baron-Reid, and it is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Now, I seem to have an awful lot of Collette Baron-Reid Oracle decks now. This is another Hay House production. So pretty standard with Hay House that, you know, their printing quality is very good. Their boxes are very good. So let's take a look and see if this one lives up to the rest of them. Now, I'm not wielding a weapon here. I'm wielding my little awl, which I use to scribe things onto my candles, just so that I can split the pack open. Now, I did buy this deck myself. It is not sponsored in any way, so any opinions I have are my own, and they are completely and utterly unbiased, and they will be my first impressions. I do sometimes change my opinions of things the more I use them, but what I give in these videos is the initial review. And the initial review here is how the heck do I get into this box? Oh, right, there we go. It's a magnetic one. So the box itself, nice standard sort of box, good quality. The 7 is all shiny and sparkly. I like that. The box is printed all the way around. Very pretty. I do like this. It's very sort of cosmic with the look of it. It has the magnetic opening. And inside it says, life is magical, you are magical. And co-create your most beautiful and meaningful manifestations on the inside cover there. You have the little ribbon to lift out the book and the cards. And the inside of the box is just printed with kind of a bubble effect or a light effect. So nice box. I like that. I like it when they do the magnetic boxes. They're a little bit more substantial, shall we say. So I do like that. Now inside we have the guidebook, which again, standard size guidebook for most Hay House things nowadays. They seem to have these nice little guidebooks, and I like that because they're a good size to read. They're, you know, they're nice to handle. They don't feel like they're going to fall apart. They're not flimsy. Inside the book, we have a list of other books and cards that Collette Baron-Reid has done. Then you have the contents, which includes how to work with the Oracle, how this Oracle will serve you, and then it moves into the cards and their meanings. And then energy 1 is Earth, and a list of the cards, I'm assuming, that are, yes, a list of the cards that are related to Earth. Energy 2 is water, the cards that are related to the water. Energy 3, fire. Energy 4, love. Energy 5, sound. Energy 6, light. Energy 7, thought. And each of the energies has the cards listed underneath that belong to that energy. They're all in numbered order. And yes, the cards themselves are numbered, so that's good. So you have your introduction, working with the Oracle. What's that about? The themes of the deck. So it tells you the themes. So like, for example, energy 1, red, earth, money, family, inherited traits, survival, primitive instincts, security, stability, and the material world. Energy 2, orange, water, connection, sexuality, intimacy, birthing, desire, pleasure, feelings, and fluidity. So it goes through each of the energies, their color, and the meanings. So that's nice. And then how to work with the Oracle, some spreads, with diagrams on how to do the spreads, how this oracle will serve you, a message for you from the cards, and then it gets into the cards and their meanings. So you have Energy 1, Earth, and then Earth Magic, Roots of Abundance. So it has each of the cards through each of the sections. There's no pictures of the cards in here again. I think this is quite a common thing these days with these little books, especially with the Collette Baron-Reid ones. But they're, but you know, you have 2 pages of meaning there for each of the cards, and they are all numbered and named, so they should be fairly easy to find. It's just nice. Personally, I find it nice when there's a picture, because if you're flicking through a book really quickly, it's easier to spot the picture than it is to sort of go through the numbers or read the meanings. You know, that's my personal opinion. I personally prefer to have a little picture there, but it's not an essential thing. So then we go on to the cards. And the back of the cards is very pretty. It has this sort of rainbow swirl on the back of it, and that bubble light effect as well. So that's very, very pretty. And let's get into the card meanings. So we have 1, Earth Magic, and you can see here it's got the 1 and it's got a red border around the square that the 1 is in, because Earth is represented by the color red, and that will be relating to the chakra. So you have Earth Magic, Roots of Abundance, still in that red earth energy. Time Machine, Great and Full, not to be confused with grateful. Body and Soul, they're very pretty. It is what it is. A Deep Breath, that's lovely. Into Me I See. Well, I think we've moved into another colour now. Yes, 7 was the last of those ones. So number 8 goes on to orange, which I think was water. So Into Me I See. The Rose's Kiss. Close Encounters. In Perfect Harmony. They are very pretty, and they're a nice sort of matte finish as well. They're a good quality card, very flexible. They've got a nice matte finish, which is a much more modern feel to it than the glossier ones. I just feel like, you know, decks these days, they are tending to go more down the matte route than the gloss route. Apologies for the break in production there. I had a phone call in the middle of filming this. Always happens during at least one video I do. Okay, so where were we? We got to we just done number 12, which was Bearing Fruit, which is still on the orange, so that's still the water one. And then we have Feeling the World. At least I think that's still, seems to be a lot under orange. So Feeling the World, that's beautiful. And I do like the fact that these have a variety of symbols and nature and people, and, you know, it's quite a diverse pack. So it's not, you know, it's not all one thing. It's lots of different symbology used. So number 14 is Beautiful Uncaging. I love this one. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, moving into the yellow, A Powerful Move. I like this. It looks like a big glitter ball. This appeals to my my disco vibes. I like that. I also like the chess piece with wings on the top. The symbology is very nice. Ooh, the Royal You. I like that. Love it. Big golden lotus flower there, a golden crown, the purple background, very royal. Okay, then we have the Storyteller. I like that. Being a writer, I would. The Power of Purpose. Nice. Waking the Lion. Ooh, he's beautiful. Love it. A Merry Motive. So pretty. And it really is, you know, you've got kind of this mixture of, like I say, the symbols and the animals and fairies and people, and it's just, it's lovely. I do like it a lot. Exposed and Revealed. Nice. I've got a feeling I might have said more were orange than were orange there. Very difficult to tell the difference between the orange and the red there. But now we're moving on to green. Tender Embrace. That's gorgeous. I love elephants. They're such noble creatures. Healing the Heart. Beautiful. Let It Go. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at those hummingbirds. So pretty. Birds of a Feather. Great Big Love. Who doesn't need great big love? A Grand Symphony. Another hummingbird. Beautiful. Broken Open. Awakening Genius. We're now into blue. I can't remember what they all are. Let me just have a look at those. Apologies here. So what did we learn about them? So we had red was earth, orange was water, yellow was fire, green was love, sky blue, sound, which is what we're on now. And then we go to purple, which is light, and golden white, which is thought. So we're on energy number 5, sky blue. And we have shining through. Beautiful. Call of the Muse. Oh, that's gorgeous. She's stunning. I'm a sucker for a ballerina. Quieting the Mind. Lovely. Aw, ears wide open. Love that. So cute. Opening to Discovery. Ooh, I like that. The key and the big lock there. The other world sort of poking through the lock. Love it. A Tall Tale. I like it. Sitting on the Mad Hatter's hat is Pinocchio. And then we're into purple, which is the 6th energy. Seeing Beyond. Like that. That's nice. The Oracle's Gift. Beautiful golden cup of tea. Being English, of course, I do like my tea. Endless Possibilities. Wish Upon a Star. So cute. The Land Between. Ooh, I like this. I like that. A Higher View. God, that must be fun, riding on an owl. Smoke and Mirrors. Love it. That's very Snow White. You know, the mirror in Snow White. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? And the mirror goes, not you. And then we're into the final chakra, the golden yellow, which is Spirit of Gratitude. Love that. So pretty. Divine Matrix. Beyond the ordinary. The uncharted sea. I love these. These are such great energy cards. You know, there's so much you can do with this. Sacred Reverence. That's wonderful. Got the world in a heart and the key and the world on the hands there. Holding the world within your hands. A burst of magic. This reminds me, and this is going to age me now, but this reminds me of the Tales of the Unexpected. You know, the lady at the start that did this? Sorry. Okay, and then the final one is Willing Release with the dandelion clocks and the butterflies. Beautiful. So as I say, the cardstock itself is very nice. I'm going to point this down so you can stop staring at my mug now and look at the actual cards being used. And you will also notice I have the journal here, which I'll go through in a moment with you as well. So we have this nice cardstock. It's nice matte quality. It's quite flexible, yet you know, it doesn't look as if it's going to rip easily. They you know, they're not thick, but they're not thin. They're just right. So the standard sort of oracle deck size, which is slightly wider than a tarot, but not too big to handle. They shuffle fairly well like that. Not brilliantly, but to be honest with you, I don't often shuffle my oracle decks like this. I usually do the hand over hand shuffling. So let's see how that handles. That's just my poor shuffling. Yeah, they shuffle beautifully. I mean, they don't stick together. They're, you know, they're not difficult to handle. They're a good size. And they are beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. So all in all, I'm really pleased I picked this deck up. It was kind of on a whim that I got this deck. And, you know, I'd seen a couple of other people talking about it on some groups that I'm in. And I was like, oh, I wonder what that's all about then. And, you know, and I like Collette Baron-Reid. I have quite a few of her decks now. So I thought I would pick it up. And then what really intrigued me was, along with the actual oracle deck, not that it's essential, but along with the oracle deck, you can also pick up this, which is the Oracle of the Seven Energies journal. And I thought this would be really useful because often when we get a new deck, you know, there's just the little guidebook to go through with the standard sort of meanings and what have you, as there is with this deck. And you kind of feel your way into it, and you start working with a deck in your practice when you feel like you've connected to it and you feel like it resonates with you and you understand it and you know how to use it, you know, and you know what to use it for, you know, whether you wanted to use it for shadow work, for public readings, for private readings, for personal readings, you know, because some decks that I have, I only use on myself. I don't use on others particularly. And then other decks I use on my YouTube channel, and some decks I may reserve just purely for my private readings for clients that come to me privately. So it's nice when you're given the opportunity to work with a deck and connect with it in a way that that really helps to open you up to its possibilities and to how you can use it. And I don't really read for myself that often, so it will be an interesting exercise for me to actually read for me. So inside this journal, you have, the journal belongs, well, let's start at the beginning. So you have the title page, who the journal belongs to, which obviously I've not filled that in yet. You have the welcome, and it says the concept of the 7 energies can be said to apply to totality of your life's story. The way you think, how you make your choices, and what you encounter within yourself, and the conditions of your world as you journey forwards. And then it's got working with the 7 energies oracle. And then it goes through each of the energies. So you have energy 1, key concept, money, family, inherited traits, survival, primitive instincts, security, stability, and the material world. Element earth, rainbow color red, musical note C. That's interesting. And then it has energy 1 affirmations. Let me just read you one out. So it's, I quiet my thoughts and imagine anchoring my energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. So it gives you a whole list of different affirmations you can use when working with energy 1. And then it has energy 1 writing prompts. So, for journal writing, for thinking about how to work with that energy. So this one, you've got these different writing prompts here, which I really like for journaling. What makes you feel the most grounded and rooted in the physical world? What makes you feel disconnected? Why? So that's the first writing prompt or journal prompt. And then it has energy 1 creative exploration. So it says, use a blank page in this journal to draw whatever you want. Draw what makes you feel good and what feels right. Can you accept what you have drawn, or do you criticize it? That's interesting. And then it goes on to energy 2, gives the explanation. And again, you have the affirmations, the writing prompts, the creative exploration. And it goes through all of the energies, doing the same thing for each of the energies. And then you are into the journal. And some of the pages have little prompts at the top, like this one says, today is a day when my inspired ideas matter. So it just gives you a little affirmation, if you like, at the top of that page. Not all of the pages have them. You have some that have just blank or just lined pages. Some that have the little affirmations in the corner. I know that I am enough is that one. Then you have blank pages, as they said, for drawing. And that's the way to sort of work through this. So you have all this space for your actual journaling, which is really nice to have it all in one place. So you've got the front, you have all the prompts and all the information that you need, and then you have this space for all your writing and your discoveries when working with the cards. And then at the back here, it's got oracle spreads. And it says, although there are many beautiful and complex spreads within oracle and tarot traditions, I personally find myself often turning to a simple 1, 2, and 3 card readings. I find they give you enough information to explore without overwhelming you with detail. I have included 7 suggested interpretations you can use for your 1, 2, and 3 card readings with the Oracle of the 7 Energies deck. For the 2 and 3 card spreads, the meanings correspond with the card placements when read from left to right. Use these spreads to explore the themes of each energy center and how they apply to your life. So then she goes through 1 card spreads and different ways of interpreting the meanings there. So what do I need to know about the theme of this energy and how it plays in my life today is one of the questions you may ask. 2 card spreads. One of the questions you could ask is, where am I now? Where am I likely heading? So this would be, where am I now? And this one would be, where am I likely heading? 3 card spread. You've obviously got the past, present, future, but then you've also got the nature of the problem, the cause, the solution. So it's nice that she's given these different ways of doing the spreads and the different questions that you can ask when you're laying the cards out. And then in the back here, she's even included some energy meditations. So for each of the energies, there's a different meditation. And then at the very back is about the author and a list of books and card decks that she's done in the back of the book as well. So I like this. I like having this correspondence because it's very easy to pick up a new deck and just start working with it and not really explore it that much for yourself as a person who reads for other people. But I'm actually really looking forward to exploring this deck and how it relates to me and my life, as well as using it for my clients and for my channel. So all in all, I'm really impressed with this deck. A lot more impressed than I thought I was going to be. I will be completely honest. I thought this was going to be just a standard Oracle deck, nothing special, but I actually really like this. And I like that it's broken down into those 7 energies. I like that each of the energies is represented by a color and a feeling, and you have the different questions for each of the elements as well. I really like the way this has been done. It's really been well thought out, and especially if you get it paired with the journal, as I did. Now, I ordered mine from amazon.co.uk because I'm in the UK. And if I ordered directly off of Hay House, then I would have had to have paid shipping and possibly import tax and what have you. So that's why I ordered them from Amazon. This came very quickly. This took quite a while to come. Now, whether that was because it is a new deck and it just wasn't available through Amazon immediately, I have no idea. But I waited a long time for these cards to catch up with this book. And, it was quite a few weeks, and that kind of irritated me. But that was nothing to do with Hay House. That was nothing to do with this production at all. That was purely a thing with who I ordered through, which was Amazon. Now, hopefully they've now got more in stock, so the stock will come quicker. But like I say, you can order them directly from Hay House, or if you're not in the UK, from your version of Amazon. I think they're available in things like Book Depository and stuff as well. But I will put my affiliate link to the Amazon website down below in the description box. If you do want to just order straight from the UK site, if you're based in the UK and you want to just order it through Amazon, and you don't want to go searching, then you can click the link below. But please know it is an affiliate link, which means that if you do order through there, I may get a penny added to my account. But it doesn't mean it doesn't cost you anything more for that. It's just that by being an affiliate, you do stand the chance of making some money through people ordering through your link. But that's it really. So I'm really impressed with this deck. I really do like it. And I really like this journal as well, actually. And, I'm a person that I'm a bit hit and miss with journals, I will confess. Sometimes I will journal daily, and then other times, I'll go weeks without putting pen to paper. So it'll be nice to actually have something to work with, to work my way through, and to help me to connect to these cards and really get to know them inside out and understand the energies within. So I'm really excited by this one. I'm really pleased with the quality. I think it's beautiful. It's not badly priced either. It's a relatively cheap deck. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. I think this was about £15. And then I think the book was like £7 or £8, something like that. It says $16.99 on the back, but I think it was a little bit less when I bought it in Amazon. So yeah, really not a badly priced deck, a very affordable deck because it is a mass-produced deck. You know, you're not paying for that exclusivity of a privately produced deck. I don't know what word to use there. Words are escaping me right now. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this, and I'm so pleased that I picked it up. And of all the Oracle decks that I've picked up recently, this one and the Goddess Power one are probably the ones that I'm most attracted to. The astrology deck I absolutely love that I picked up, but that's going to take me a while to figure out how to use that within my practice. I think that might end up being just a personal thing. So yeah, I'm really chuffed. I'm really pleased I bought this one, and I thoroughly recommend it, really. It just looks like it's going to be a great deck to work with, and it's going to give me scope to really use my intuition here. So I'm excited to get started with it. But I will stop babbling now. So until next time, please do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste.